Well, returning now to our top story, the suspension of rogue Labour MP Gaurav Sharma from caucus. For more on this, I'm now joined by political commentator Ben Thomas. Ben, thanks for joining us. It doesn't really feel like the suspension is necessarily going to draw a line under Gaurav Sharma and his political drama, does it?
Well, no, that's right. It kind of prolongs it because it has this December sort of drop-dead date for either fixing the relationship or then taking next steps when the sort of suspension runs out. If he was kind of just cut cleanly from caucus, he would sort of disappear into one of the basements in Parliament, the sort of office nearest the back door, the service entry, and would probably never be heard of again. As it is, it provides a continuing plot line in terms of will he engage with the mediation, will he fall into line. Seems increasingly less likely, doesn't really look like there's a path back for him, but it does kind of keep this issue alive. Yeah,
it's not heartening either, has it been that Gaurav Sharma was not at this meeting today?
Well, you could kind of, understand from his point of view. The Prime Minister said that this, all of caucus apart from Gaurav Sharma meeting that happened last night, she said that wasn't a predetermination of today's meeting. But of course, it was an opportunity for everyone to air their grievances, get in their kicks, talk about their issues, which he would then be presented with. The Prime Minister was very clear that nobody trusted Gaurav Sharma not to leak if he was at the caucus meeting today. So I don't think you would have seen a particularly kind of free and frank discussion. You would have seen a process that just sort of moved through the motions to get to the point that they're at now.
I know that this is a tricky question, Ben. I'm going to get you to look into your crystal ball. But what would you expect to see next from Gaurav Sharma? What's his future? And it doesn't really feel like we've had much of a resolution today, does it?
No, look, I mean, the resolution is either that Gaurav Sharma sort of rededicates himself as a loyal member of the Labour caucus. He hasn't seemed particularly interested in that. Look, the end of the road is sometime in 2023 when he certainly will not be reselected as a candidate for Hamilton West. And so the issue is, does he want to spend, the time until then inside the tent or outside the tent? Most people tend to prefer inside the tent, but that's something that he hasn't enjoyed at all up to date.
Yeah, I suppose it's a case for us to stay tuned. Ben Thomas, thanks so much for joining us here on 8 o'clock.